Hi, Mark. How does it feel to finally be the head coach at an institution rated as one of the best in the NCAA conference?
Well, I guess I'm a bit spoiled in a sense. I'm coming from a program that is pretty successful at LSU. I'm very proud to represent Clemson, still a Tiger. And from where I started in track and field to where I'm at, it's a major accomplishment.
So, how did your years as a coach prepare you for this position, which has a much larger scope?
Well, just I've moved up in the ranks where what you'd say at LSU. I was the restricted earnings coach at first, and I moved all the way up into the associate head coach. And I've been through every spectrum as it relates to running a program. So taking over a program that was so successful, it was a lot easier. And then, the coaches that I end up hiring and some of the coaches that stayed and everyone that associated with Clemson track and field, the administration, they make it a lot easier for me to make it seem easier than really it should be. In every change, you're trying to get your team on the same page. Realistically, we need another full year. Our recruiting went really well this year. So I think a year or two, we should be there running with some of the best one, jumping, throwing. That's my goal.
All right, so Natoya Gold, 800-meter specialist. She's followed you from LSU to Clemson. What's your goals for her this season?
Well, because obviously with NCAA rules, she's redshirting or sitting out a year because she wasn't released. Her goal this year is just to maintain the level of fitness that she had last year, and her final year for Clemson, hopefully she go out the way she started.
Okay, Mark, so you're Jamaican born and held distance race records for many, many years. Will you be aggressively recruiting from Jamaica and the Caribbean based on the production of good sprinters there?
Well, that's what I did at LSU. If you go over the years and see all the Caribbean sprinters that are there, I was fortunate to be the one that recruited most of them. So I continue. It's like I got an opportunity 27, 30 years ago to come on a scholarship. I still think there is athletes in those Caribbean countries that want to get an education and run. Obviously there's good clubs now, so we can use both systems to develop our athletes. So I'll be consistently recruiting there and anywhere else.
And what's your take or advice on long distance running in Jamaica?
Well, let's put it this way. I wasn't an aberration. I'm sure there's other distance runners there. I ran distance, and Kemoy Campbell just broke some of my records and probably will break all of them. And he was born in Jamaica too. So there's a lot more people like Kemoy Campbell out there. It's just getting someone focused strongly on it.
And any thoughts about Kemoy Campbell?
Well, I was hoping to coach Kemoy. I'm not gonna switch around it, because I knew he could break my records and move on. And hopefully once he finishes where he's at, he still have the support to continue, because I think he can be very good and maybe help develop that distance that we're talking about in Jamaica.
And finally, do you have an ace under your watch, and do you want to talk about him or her?
Well, it's Olivia James joined us at midterm.
Oh, from their time?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So she's here, and I'm redshirting her indoors so she can get herself used to being in a different country, different weather. So hopefully where she left off out of high school, she's very serious about her academics and want to move on. And hopefully by outdoors or next year, we'll have someone like that. We'll have her out there.
400?
Yes. So she's there and going to school and is all excited. So we'll see what happens outdoors.
Well, Mark, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. We wish you all the best on your job, and we'll be following you in the Clemson
All right.
Tigers.
All right.